This is Maritime Viewpoints on Marino World Online. I am Lynn Bacani. Our episode for today is a showcase of another ingenuity of Filipinos to the world. Joining us are Mr. Jun Ynion Jr, the founder and CEO, and Mr. Joey Ynion, the COO of ShipTech Solutions Corporation, a software development company that is behind XLOG, the world's first blockchain-based end-to-end shipping and logistics platform. Welcome to the program, Sir Jun and Joey.
Yeah,
Good
magandang
morning.
umaga.
Good morning.
Magandang umaga sa inyong tagapanood, Lynn, sa buong Marino world. No?
Mm-hmm. And it's been 3 years now since I and my colleagues in media visited your place, diba? It was in 2018. So it was the soft launching of XLOG actually. So please tell us about what XLOG is.
Yeah, so XLOG is actually a digital orchestration platform. So like what you said, we are a technology or a software provider company. And what we have done is create multiple solutions for multiple pain points of the logistics industry. To be specific, yung mga shipping, trucking, for exports and imports, and even domestic shipments in the Philippines. And that is who we are. So we provide and enable these businesses to instantly go digital to our platform XLOG. And with UnionBank actually as one of our partners, we also hope to provide embedded banking solutions to these businesses in the industry as well.
Sir Jun, we know that you're in the business of shipping and logistics for decades now, no? 2 decades or more than 2 decades. So what inspired you to build this platform?
Well, the idea, the concept of XLOG started, Lynn, way before 2018 when we launched. I think it was sometime 2014. During those times, kasi we were representing a very big international shipping line, and I was like hearing about stories, and even like what really caught me was the one-liner, digitize or perish. So doon ako napaisip, no, bakit nila sinasabi na kailangan mag-digitize or else will be disrupted, diba? Kasi ang dami parating mga companies, industries na di-disrupt because of digitization. So napaisip ako doon at nag-conceptualize na okay, and I asked myself actually kung paano ba ito ma-disrupt yung aming industriya sa logistics through digitization. So the one thing really that I realized was really the gaps in the logistics process. So I came about this concept of a full orchestration of players, of stakeholders in a transaction. So that's how it came about. So we sort of created a software platform, which is it is for everybody, big or small companies. So in a platform where they can communicate and connect to each other. So the like for example, yung mga importers, mga exporters in a transaction, like even forwarders and brokers and even their warehousing personnel, they can actually connect in a platform called XLOG. So that's how it came about. No? It's like more of like letting the right hand know what the left hand is doing. Kasi sa ngayon, it's still fragmented. No? So hindi siya interconnected to each other. So we built a platform exactly with that kind of a concept in mind.
So Joey, if we're talking of XLOG, are we also talking about parang kumbaga Lazada app or Uber? Kasi parang ano to, no? End to end.
Correct, ma'am. Something like that. Not exactly the same, but the same purpose of why Lazada and Uber was created, really to provide an avenue for the different players to be able to offer their services digitally to the platform, and also because there are a lot of businesses also who would need their services, and it's all about ano lang providing that way of communicating and interacting with these businesses. So correct point. That's what we're trying to do. Features are the features of our platform. One of them is booking the services, but of course it doesn't end there. It's really end to end, meaning you can monitor your transactions with your trucks, with your shipping companies. You will be able to exchange documents to the platform, and at the end of this transaction, you can process payments online and even get financed also through our partner. So yeah, a lot of opportunities that we're trying to do here for the industry, man.
XLOG is really this segment of the logistics, wherein from the factory to the port of origin, and then it's that tracking also of the shipping line to the port of destination to the warehousing, no? And then all in between the activities in between, yan ang XLab. So it's a full orchestration for that segment of the logistics process.
And I understand you are using the blockchain technology here. So what's the advantage of using this blockchain?
It's really more about mainly the security, ma'am. No? We know that in the industry, the documents or the transactions that we're talking about here are really huge amounts. And we wanted to use or utilize the blockchain technology to make sure that these transactions are secure. These transactions are not tampered with. These are the original information that, like what Sir Jun was saying, no, that originated from the port of origin hanggang makarating siya sa port of destination. So that's how we want to implement blockchain here in our platform also.
So who are the players in this XLOG community, and how many companies have already joined the XLOG community?
Yeah. Well, we worked with over 1,000 companies already and still counting, right? And these are mix of mga freight forwarders who would have trucking requirements, who would have shipping company requirements. We also work with exporters, importers, customs brokers, and these communities. These are the players who would normally have shipments for export, for import, and even domestic shipments. No, so these are our primary players. But actually, XLOG is much more than that also, ma'am. So these are the frontline players that we work with, but we can also work with other players in the industry as well, no? With other platforms, with other, but even government agencies, pwede din. The possibilities really endless po talaga for us.
Actually, one of the articles na nirelease namin about XLab that was nung launching ninyo was that XLab confronts smuggling. So this is really anti-smuggling platform.
Yeah, in a way, kasi Lynn, I guess it's not only XLOG that's going to give that kind of a solution. That's probably one of the many solutions of how to deter smuggling. It's the inherent kasi transparency within the process of logistics that becomes sort of a deterrent to smuggling. That is really how we see it. But of course, it's I think Bureau of Customs right now, they have their own also system really to monitor shipments all inbound, inbound even outbound. They have that also. So I wouldn't say that really XLOG is the solution to curb smuggling.
And one of your big steps towards making XLOG platform truly global is your partnership with CMA CGM, a world leader in shipping and logistics. So how is your partnership with CMA CGM?
Everyone, actually, Miss Lina, everyone is going digital nowadays. And with a powerhouse like CMA CGM, who is also one of the most digital forward carriers out there now, it only makes sense for the two companies to work together. So when CMA heard about XLOG, they actually reached out to us and to discuss how we can work together, how our platform can connect to their platform, and how we can expand the network also by, for example, providing CMA services to our customers and even our future customers. And yeah, with XLOG, actually, we're not only catering now to bigger players, we're also catering to mainly SMEs. And the main reason there is to be able to provide to enable these companies to instantly go digital. And now these companies can do so with XLOG. By just joining XLOG, they can transact, they can monitor their trucks, they can book their shipping carriers. And now with CMA in the picture, they can now book their services with their reliable carrier, which is CMA. So this partnership is actually very exciting for us also. And we hope to do the same as well with other players like CMA out there.
CMA, they're all as Joey was like saying, they're all digitizing. Big companies, small companies, mid-size. They're moving towards the direction, especially that there's still an ongoing pandemic that posed a great challenge to all the exporters and importers. Um, so this really partnership is really bound to happen, and it's not going to start only with CMA, and we are actually talking to or already have integrated with domestic shipping lines as well. Like probably Joey can name
Gotham,
names also.
yeah. With domestic carriers, we work with Gotham now. We also have worked with Oceanic, Meridian, and we're continuously expanding this pa, ma'am. Even sila Lorenzo, really to become an agnostic platform for these players to participate in. Purely like what JSY was saying, purely so that customers who would want to go digital will be able to access all these players on the platform.
Correct.
For the domestic and even for the global shipping companies, how would XLOG help in their fleet management?
Yeah, Joey.
Well, it's one ma'am is they can see XLOG as another media to promote their services. Of course, we know that some of these businesses are very capable of digitizing their own operations. But if we look at it at the perspective of their customers who may not have the capacity to go digital, napag-iiwanan yung mga customers. But now XLOG is the connection to that. We digitize these players, these customers, so that we can make it much more efficient also for everyone. So that's one of the reasons why these carriers are going digital, because they want to streamline their processes. And syempre, hindi pwedeng ma-streamline yung processes without the customers also streamlining and digitizing their process. So we're sort of like the connection to that, or parang the way to complete that whole vision of these players. So yan, ma'am. Efficiency. One though is I'd like to highlight again our joint product with UnionBank. So other than the efficiency, of course, important, lalo na ngayong pandemic, is the financial support. And with UnionBank in the picture, we are able to offer these customers and even with these carriers and the truckers a facility so that they are able to collect their payables in an earlier term, no, than agreed. So it's really with the direction of first digitizing the process, then introducing innovative products that will fully help talaga the operations and the financials of these businesses. So yeah, ma'am. So those are the two things that I think is one of our benefits talaga for these players.
Well, to add to that, Lynn, um, kung meron kang booking, when you say booking, kung gusto mong kunyari, may parating ka na kargamento, ang daming mong mga sets of teams, di ba, to handle that simple transaction. That's one transaction. Yung pag-coordinate pa lang sa shipping line, that is one group. Sending an invoice, that's another group. Paying for that invoice is another group. So you need all these, teams inside your company in order to tackle lang one transaction. Meaning taking care of the documents and then paying for the billings, and then follow up also on the invoices also to your customers. It takes at least 3 groups for you to be able to achieve that. So with the XLOG, you can actually do everything all by yourself. So that's really the intention here. And then in a way, it thrive this kind of digitization process during this pandemic, because it's necessary. Kasi nung nagkaroon ng sa amin ring kumpanya, no, we were not spared by getting infected. So most of our employees got infected also of COVID. And mabuti na lang na meron kaming XLOG at ang aming operation nakakonect sa XLOG. We were able to do things seamlessly. The moment na nagkaroon ng pandemic, kami sa aming kumpanya, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung aming operations. So yan ang isa sa mga magandang nangyari sa pag-digitize namin, even long before na nagkaroon ng pandemic.
So all of these various companies you have, like InGen Datacom, Alliance Technology Solutions, the InGen Properties, La Soleil Shipping, no? Ang dami nito, no? Kung isa-isa ka, ang dami yung company. So all of these are using this XLOG in your operations.
No naman, these are like separate companies in industries also. Our Indian properties naman, they're into the building of the digital campus that we have launched also with UnionBank. The Datacom naman, this is more of BPO. We are actually more like partners with big companies, software companies in other countries, especially in Israel. So this is a diverse industry. So XLOG is on the part of logistics lang din.
Yeah, I agree with that, sir. So not really all. Some of them, especially for the logistics aspect. The others, kasi ma'am, are more on a different industry nga, like which is what I was mentioning. So the Sand Hub, in a way, under the InGen Properties, is not really directly connected to XLOG, but it's a place where XLOG can also thrive in and can also be part of.
So, Sir Jun, how about your vision? Do you see the future? How do you see the future of the logistics and shipping industry? And did the pandemic accelerate the realization of your plans, of your vision?
Well, the vision, I think, that I can see with XLOG is really, doing all these intricacies in the logistics uh, process, to be simplified. Right now, just importing or even exporting your goods out of the country, the number one concern of each of these shippers really is to connect with the right freight forwarders, um, because all these vendors, it has to be reputable, kasi kung hindi, eventually your cargo will just get lost somewhere else. So I guess the vision really is really simplifying everything, and all these traceability, that you can see, and all these payments, all in just the touch of a click of a button in your mobile or your laptop. So that's how we look at it. We're concerning XLOG.
Regards naman to the pandemic, it did accelerate actually the adoption. With just like with every digital platform or with any new introduction to an industry, the hard part there talaga, Miss Lynn, is the adoption. So with the pandemic, actually, everyone started to parang see the use case of having a digital solution for their own operations. In the beginning, of course, everyone focused on thriving or parang surviving. But now, slowly, actually, nung mga end 2020 to now, companies are the ones actually searching for these types of platforms. Yung mga nami-meet namin, who would normally not even listen to this kind of offering, now is the one talagang coming to us. So yeah, it did accelerate it in a way, which is a good thing, at least something good coming out of the pandemic. Yun.
Yeah.
Sir Jun and Joey, we'll just take a short break. When we come back, please tell us more about this UnionBank Innovation Campus, which is being built inside the San Antonio Digital Hub. Please stay with us. Maritime Viewpoints will be right back.
When it comes to importing and exporting, there are just so many things that could go wrong. With unreliable service providers, the risk of stolen goods, constant delays, and lack of cost transparency, how can you possibly relax? And the sad part is that we've just learned to accept this as the price of doing business, since this is how it's always been. But what if we told you this isn't the only way? What if we told you we can make your life a lot simpler? Introducing XLOG, the all-in-one solution for your every logistical need. XLOG is a first-of-its-kind digital marketplace that houses certified and legitimate logistical service providers for shipping, trucking, customs brokerage, and warehousing. So how does it work? Finding the right partners. XLOG provides you with a wide range of partner services to choose from. All you have to do is to select the best provider that fits your needs. It's as simple as that. Securing your goods. XLOG guarantees safety and security for your goods in transit with its extensive GPS tracking feature. Not only will it let you know when your goods have gone from point A to point B, XLOG allows you to see the exact location in real time. No need to worry anymore. Efficient and quick transactions. XLOG makes transactions hassle-free and faster than ever by allowing all negotiations and deals to be done online. No actual papers required. Also, every transaction reference is now just a click away, easy to come back to in the future. Businesses can now move faster than ever. Welcome to the future of logistics. Welcome to XLOG. Registration is free, so sign up now.
What if I tell you that KSIM Connect has become a reality? It is the cloud-based ecosystem for maritime education and training, where Kongsberg provides simulation and services to all members. As an instructor, my main goal is to educate and train seafarers to acquire skills promoting safety, sustainability, and efficiency at sea. At KSIM Connect, I can efficiently manage my simulators, my exercises, and my students. In the exercise archive, I can store my library of exercises, and if I want, collaborate and share them with my colleagues or others in the global community. KSIM Connect enables me to give students access to cloud simulation, so they can train anytime and anywhere while learning at their own pace. In addition, I can explore the library of models and exercise areas, download or subscribe those that fit the learning objectives. And I can even order spare parts or a service visit if needed. Kongsberg has started to create the future of maritime education and training by creating the community where instructors can find news, explore and download available simulator models, distribute or share exercises that fit the curriculum. Imagine using KSIM Connect to integrate our simulators in the same virtual exercise environment, enabling students to train and interact together. It doesn't matter whether you're in Singapore, Australia, or in the United States. As long as you're online, you are part of the knowledge-sharing community. Kongsberg is shaping the future of maritime education and training by creating the community. Let's continue building this community together for the benefit of ourselves and the entire maritime training industry. Join KSIM Connect today.
Mariana Academy of Maritime Studies. Full STCW assessment for seafarers. One-stop shop. Unique with mapped-up bridge. Mariana Academy of Maritime Studies stands firm on its commitment on training and assessment despite challenges of the pandemic. You're watching Maritime Viewpoints on Marino World Online. Our guest, Mr. Jun Ynion Jr., the founder and CEO and Mr. Joey Ynion, the COO of ShipTech Solutions Corporation, a software development company that is behind XLOG. So please tell us about this big project in your community. Sir Jun Ynion is the chairman of Barangay San Antonio in San Pedro, Laguna. And you have this very big project in your community, the UnionBank Innovation Campus, which is being built inside the San Antonio Digital Hub. So please tell us about this very big project with UnionBank.
Yeah, so this dream of ours in Barangay San Antonio, Lin, really came about 2009. Ganon katagal na yun. So we were really planning to have some kind of a Silicon Valley concept in the south of Manila. So this is not just like a concept that just happened last year. So it's a long drawn kind of a project that the end goal of it really is to create jobs in our barangay. So it just so happened that I was like making a cuento to the Union Bank bosses, and we were just fortunate that we were aligned with that kind of direction. So they sort of like collaborated with us since since they also invested in our digital platform XLOG. So we started this digital campus project. So right now, Lynn, tapos na kami sa aming mga road network doon. The concept really is like a campus. Everything is like more of trees. It's like 70% greeneries, no? Sprawling mga lawns, green buildings, and yan, wala yung aming mga electrical post na underground lahat, no? Wala kaming everything is even naka-solar ang aming power sources. So yeah, so that's really what we're doing there now. No, we're underway to finishing the Union Bank building. I think they're already in their 50% now to finish the whole campus. I mean, the Union Bank Digital Campus, I think they're already in their 50%. Ours naman, we're starting to build our own BPO building. We are now employing 1,000 high-paying software developers in our BPO. We are supporting big companies. Probably they are already in the what do you call that? Our employees, our partners are all $1 billion companies. So they're big companies in the US and in Europe and in Israel mostly. So we're just happy that we are still ramping up more employees to work in the campus that we are building. Right now we have 4 buildings within the area while we are building and finishing our complex in the Sand Hub.
How about XLOG? What's the role of XLOG in this particular project? Joe.
Yeah. For XLOG naman, Ms. Lynn, it's really more not directly, but since we are all under the community of the Engine Group and the Union Bank Group, XLOG is actually one of the examples, or actually one of the reasons also why all of these things happened, no? Kasi Both UnionBank and the Indian group wanted to highlight Filipino excellence, and they wanted to create a space for these innovations and these ideas to come to fruition. So hopefully XLOG will also be relocated in that area, no? Pero yeah, that is our involvement. I guess one of the pioneer companies or products that will be a product of that San Antonio Digital Hub.
So napakaswerte talaga ng mga taga San Antonio, San
San
Pedro,
Antonio,
Laguna, no?
yes.
Nandyan yung tech hub. So it will open definitely napakaraming opportunities, no? Para sa maraming Pilipino. And digitization, yan talaga lagi ang pinag-uusapan ngayon, even sa shipping industry. Meron nga ako nakikitang blockchain degree, no? So, nabivision mo ba yan, sir, na meron tayong mga ganyang i-offer sa ating mga...
Yeah, magkakaroon rin kami. Yeah, we are actually doing that now. And UnionBank is the one really spearheading that. There is really going to be a blockchain institute that they are building in that in SanHub. SanHub means San Antonio, digital hub. So that's how it came about. But really, the concept of a sandbox. Alam mo yung sa sandbox, ito yung term na ginagamit ng mga IT people na kung saan sila ano ba yan, Joey? Yung kung saan sila naglalaro.
Parang naglalaro. When they integrate together, ma'am, there's a sandbox environment para doon nila isa-sample, iti-test before they actually introduce it to the market. Which is a nice concept actually na naisip ni JSY here.
Actually, Lynn, ang area kasi niyan kung saan ang SandHub na ginagawa ngayon, dati po yan parang basurahan. Tinatapunan ng kahit ano diyan ng mga tao noon. Yung area na yan, parang yan ang tinatapunan nila, yung mga debris, kung ano-ano, basura. Nagkataon lang dahil na nung kami ay sinerte sa negosyo ng konti, no? Tumira kami diyan sa isang subdivision na La Maria sa San Pedro. At dinadaanan namin parati yan pauwi. So tamang-tama nung naibenta yung property na yan, binili po namin yan kasi gusto namin nahulug-hulugan, no? para malinis lang yung mga dumi doon sa area na yan. So ang aming, in the absence of any really plans for that area, we just thought of our motivating factor was really to create jobs, to use it something for to help people. So at first nga we were like thinking of building sort of a condominium. Ang naisip namin noon ay really to come up with a low-cost housing. So for families who are like working in the overseas, to be able to afford that low-cost housing that we want to build, and it and then eventually we needed to scrap that kasi napakamahal pala magtayo pala ng low-cost housing. So the whole idea was really what would we do there in that area that would create jobs for the Filipinos, for our area. So yun, ang una namin naisip would be the call center and eventually BPO company. We didn't have a BPO company then. So alam mo, minsan may paraan ang Diyos, Lynn eh. Minsan pinapangarap mo, wini-wish mo, kaka-wish mo at iniisip mo na gano'n ang motibo mo. minsan pinagpala ka binibigyan ka ng mga business opportunities that would really lead you to creating your own BPO company. So all these BPO companies that we have, I would say probably it's all by accident na nangyari mga to. Even the XLOG was, I did not come from an IT background. Sa totoo lang, Lynn, gusto ko maging marino, maging seaman, katulad ng tatay ko. Gusto ko pumasok sa PMMA. Pumasa ako doon, kaso naman, colorblind ako, so hindi ako pumasa sa physical exam. So ang actually gusto ko talaga gayahin yung aking tatay, kasi iniidolo ko 'yon dahil ang gustong-gusto talaga ng tatay ko, Lynn, ay magbigay ng mga libreng edukasyon sa mga marino. Naalala ko, Lynn, dati na bankrupt yung eskwela ng tatay ko. No, parang training center ng Maritime Training Center. Kasi ang dami mga mag-aaral doon na parati na lang hindi nakapagbayad ng mga tuition fees. So kumbaga, imbes na magiging sort of like sustainable yung kanyang maritime school, nalugi kasi kapag nalaman niya na hindi nakapagbayad at hindi makapagbayad dahil walang kakayanan ng mga maritime student, binibigay niya ng libre. So nalugi yung negosyo niya until nagiging he just opted to be a professor in a maritime school in Iloilo. And because of that, I admired my father so much that I really wanted to be a seaman also, like him. So gano'n ang mga ano dito, no? Yung mga connections dito. Why also I ended up in a working in a shipping company, and eventually having our own logistics company because of that, some sort of like lineage ng ang aming pamilya.
And yes, for the information of those who do not know, Chairman Ynion, our guest, Sir Jun Ynion, is the son of Captain Eugenio Ynion Jr, a well-respected man in the industry, a veteran captain, and the author of the book Celestial Navigation 1, a member of the Board of Examiners. And Sir Jun, Marino World would like to express our deepest condolences for the passing of your father and your brother, Romel Ynion.
Yeah, maraming salamat, Lynn.
Let's talk about the challenges pa na na-overcome ninyo while putting this platform na talagang sa tingin ko talagang mag-open ng maraming opportunities sa atin tsaka itong mga project niyo on digitization.
Well, mostly it's really financial, because creating this kind of a digital platform is no joke, Lynn. It would really cost you not only tens of millions. No? You need hundreds of millions to be able to finish this kind of a sizable digital platform. So good thing again, nandyan yung UnionBank na nakasuporta at hindi lang yung sumuporta sa amin sa simula, kasi sila nagbigay sa amin ng mga bank loans, kundi nag-invest rin sila at naniwala sa XLOG. So dahil dyan, itong rason siguro sa kadami-dami mga founders also ng mga logistics platforms such as XLOG, isa kami sa mga nag-survive. Sa kukonti lang hanggang ngayon, kukonting mga platforms, digital platforms sa buong mundo na hanggang ngayon patuloy pa rin nagde-develop at pinapaganda at ini-improve ang aming software system. So yeah, the challenges are mostly financial. And the skill naman ng mga Pilipino ay no doubt world class also. No, nalaman namin na ang maraming mga software developers ay nagtatrabaho at nandun sila, no, namamayagpag sa ibang bansa. Sa Silicon Valley, alam mo merong isang Pilipino na si Datu Banataw, ay ano, nakapag-invento na at well respected also sa Silicon Valley. Dahil marami siyang mga software at hardware na invent at na naging successful also sa Amerika. So I think that this is something that, you know, we should see and to propagate, to improve, kasi ang dami mga Pilipino na napakagaling talaga pagdating sa pag-develop ng mga software platforms tulad ng XLOG. I guess ano namin, nalagpasan namin yon, Lynn, kasi ngayon unti-unti ang dami na namin mga na gustong pumartner sa amin, ang dami na rin gustong mag-invest sa amin, actually nag-invest na rin, at hindi na masyado ang aming problema sa pagdating sa yung financial requirement para ma-improve namin yung aming platform.
And within the scope of software development, do you have other plans? May mga i-explore pa ba kayo? Especially dito sa shipping, marami kasi ngayong digitization na nangyayari, di ba? Even sa tinitingnan ko nga, pwede ba pumasok to sa manpower? Like yung para sa mga seafarers natin, like having a platform wherein yung sa recruitment nila. Kasi we're number 1, di ba, as manning capital of the world. Ano kayo may tutulong ng XLOG? Kasi habang dito sa aming mga pag-cover sa industry, yun ang nagiging problema nila, no? Yung data gathering. So medyo nahihirapan yung ating mga ship owners in their recruitment of Filipino seafarers.
Alam mo, Lynn, ay hindi malayo na eventually ang XLOG, no, can be a tool to help also maritime your seamen to look for jobs or sort of like a platform na makikita nila na pwede silang makapag-apply. No, again, hindi malayo 'yan kasi ang aming mga kliyente I mean probably the one that's like using the platform are like shipping companies, no. Well, isa na nga doon ay yung CMA. So eventually, it's going to be easy to connect it digitally. No? So we're not there yet, you know, because we're focusing on really streamlining, improving the system in the aspect of logistics. Pero yeah, madali na lang balang araw yan i-connect yan sa isang manpower platform. So everything is possible at this point.
Anything more you would like to elaborate, sir, or Joey?
On my end, Ms. Lynn, what I want to be able to put across out there in the industry lang that is that XLOG is actually a collaboration platform. So it's not trying to eliminate anyone. It's not trying to compete with anyone. But it's really, you know, with digitization, it's all about collaboration, working with different players in the industry, different platforms in the industry, all with the same vision of really streamlining the process. So if there are mga businesses out there who would want to explore digitizing their operations or potentially working with us to expand further their offerings, then XLOG is here to open their doors also. So yeah, on my end, that's it for me, ma'am.
And to Sir Jun, my question is, what is the most powerful legacy your dad, Captain Yun Ynion Jr, left you, and how would you live up to that?
Yeah, again, I was like telling you earlier, Lynn, I guess the greatest legacy of my father was his passion to educate the seamen. And because of that passion, that is something that also I'm trying to live up with, like being a barangay captain somehow. um, it's somehow connected to my father's charitable heart. He wasn't a well-to-do businessman, nor probably a well-paid um, maritime educator, but he was helping students, the maritime students, um, to help them in overcoming their financial needs, just to be able to graduate, to complete their maritime course. So in a way, because of my father, I'm also like giving my time to those who need our help in the community. So probably I would say that our barangay um, has a lot uh, of uh, of all a lot of free programs, like we give out free digital education also. Everything is free, medicine, everything, ambulance, you name it. Probably we are pound for pound, we're the best barangay in the Philippines, I would say, when you talk about um, how much era we're getting, the income versus the programs. I would say that we are the best probably in the country. So that's really coming from my father's influence on me. And also my son, our really motivation is really to give, to give back. So that's why our businesses are all for job creation. And then anything, we have a foundation actually that we have created. It's called Saba Foundation. We give out free free stacks of rice. We don't actually like sort of advertise it, but we do our own thing, and everything is really born out of probably influenced by my father's charitable um, heart, and then his passion to really help those who need his help. So I guess yan ang aking legasiya. I mean, legasiya ng aking tatay, Lynn.
Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, napakaswerte talaga ng mga taga-barangay San Antonio, San Pedro, Laguna. At napakaraming yung nagawa dyan, napakaraming libre, napakaraming mga opportunities na ibinibigay niya sa inyong mga nasasakupan. Sana lahat ng chairman ganyan sa inyo, no? Sir Jun Ynion.
Sana lahat naman
napakaganda
ng
ng
chairman ay
Pilipinas.
kasing swerte ko rin na binibigyan ako ng mga business opportunities. At hindi naman lahat kasi ay nabibayayaan ng yung katulad ko, no, ang daming mga nag-offer sa akin ng mga business opportunities na ako minsan ay nagugulat rin, no. So I guess all these barangay captains, and I've met a lot of them also, Lynn, they're also doing a great job. I would say that na with all confidence, kasi ang dami ring magagaling. So yeah, sa amin lang talaga nagkaroon lang kami ng konting chance na to be able to serve our community of 85,000 constituents. So yan ang siguro, I guess everybody would do the same things katulad sa ginagawa namin kung magbibigyan lang sila ng oportunidad.
Indeed, you are also building your own legacy now with your son, Joey, and your children and the people. So napakaganda po ng ginagawa niyo. Kudos sa iyo, Sir Jun Ynion.
Thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Nagpapasalamat din po ako for giving us the platform to also share the vision, not just for XLOG, even for the plans of my father for the Philippines, not just San Antonio. So maraming salamat po, ma'am. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jun Ynion Jr., the founder and CEO, and Mr. Joey Ynion, the COO of ShipTech Solutions Corporation, a software development company that is behind XLOG, the world's first blockchain-based and end-to-end shipping and logistics platform. Thank you for watching Maritime Viewpoints here on Marino World Online. I am
Thank
Lynn
you.
Bacani.